Okay, it's been a very long time since I've been here, but hi. I have became a reindeer while you were gone. A beautiful gold one. So, as you can tell from the title all around me, it says Mary Poppins costume tutorial. Yeah. So I thought I'd make this video because I love to share who I'm going to be for Halloween. I know it's Disney. I'm always something Disney. Psh. Yeah. But seriously, I wanted to show you guys what I was going to be for Halloween because a lot of people haven't chosen what they're going to be yet, and I wanted to help them out. So this price range for this costume, I would say maybe range from $15 to $30. I'm going to say because the whole costume itself cost $21, and the rest of the stuff cost the rest. So yeah. So without further ado, here's the video. Okay, we're gonna start out with the makeup. Okay, what you're gonna do first is if you have any long hair, you're gonna make sure to get it out of your face first. So take one of those, you know, little scrunchy things that you put over like a headband. We're gonna take one of those and we're gonna put it in our hair. For foundation, I will be using Maybelline Pure BB Cream 8-in-1, and I'm just going to be applying it with a sponge, beauty blender, however you want to float your boat, and we're just going to be applying that all over my face, and then we're going to be blending it in. Okay, now for some bronzer, I'll be using Chanel Professional Finish Makeup along my hairline and my jaw. Now for some highlighter, I'll be using Revlon Matte in the shade Vintage Lace with a concealer brush by Bare Minerals. I will just be applying this to my under eye and maybe where I have some blemishes. Now for some finishing powder, I'll be using Bare Minerals in the shade Biscuit with an Awesome Sauce fancy brush I got from Claire's. Set all that stuff in, I'll be using Mineral Power Finishing Veil by Maybelline New York with a Awesome Sauce brush I got in a pack of 5 at Forever 21. As a base for my eyeshadow, I will be using Bare Minerals Rocked Crystal Eyeshadow with a eyebrow brush I got from Rue 21. For all the fancy colors, I will be using Little Black Beauty Book Night Edition by e.l.f. and to apply it, I will be using part of that set of 5 brushes from Forever 21. I'll be using this lightish blue that has a little bit of colors, and I'm going to spread it over half my eyelid to make room for the other colors. Next, I will be taking these 2 colors that little correspond together, and I'm going to be applying them in the middle area of my lid. That finishing look, sharp looking eyeshadow thing, I used some washi tape to tape the side of it so I do not get any eyeshadow on the other side of my face. Now, out of that same palette that I used before, I will be using a darkish blue that corresponds with this littleish light of blue, and I'll be using this little black on the corner, and I will be just applying it to the little side where I put the washi tape. Now we're gonna take off that washi tape and see, oh, it looks so clean and crisp! With the same brush that I used before, I will be using a Mark Wins 2011 palette with mostly blush colors, and I'll be putting it in the crease of my eye to brighten up my eye to give it that Mary Poppins flair. Now time for eyeliner. Okay, for this eyeliner, I'll be using Maybelline's Master Graphic by Eye Studio for the achieved look that I would want to go for Mary Poppins. I'm going to draw a thick line along my lash line, and I will be doing a little bit of a wing to give it that little 1990s flair. Y'all can't forget about mascara, so for mascara I'll be using Flawless Definition by Bare Minerals in the shade Black. I'm going to be using the same palette that I used before with the Mark Wins 2011 palette for blush, with along with that Awesome Sauce fluffy brush from Claire's. The last thing is lipstick, and I would prefer a really red lipstick. I got mine from my Nana, and just apply that over your lips, and if you want you can use some moisturizer. And that's it for the makeup. Now we're just going to start off with some hair. For this look, before we start, I prefer a 1/2 inch or an inch curling iron for a little ringlet curls, and make sure it's plugged in before we start. Start off with the hair. I'll start brushing my hair probably to the back like I'm doing a half down ponytail. But before I do that, I'm going to take out one strip on each side. Of course you can do more than that, but I'll take out a little bit on each side for the ringlet curls that we'll be doing later. Nice handiwork I got there, right? So anyways, you're going to separate your hair in a half down ponytail, and make sure you got everything out of the way so there's no loose hairs except the ones that are in my mouth that I'm removing now that have lipstick on them. Now we're going to take that clippy thing and we're going to now clip up the top part of our hair and work on the bottom half. Now focusing on the bottom section, we'll start to put it in a ponytail in the back. Now we must release the hair on top of our head. Anyways, you're gonna separate that hair that we just did into 3 sections. The first section, you can do whatever you want with the sections, but the first section I chose to do was twist it. The second section was to French braid it, and the third section I just left blank, but you can either twist it, French braid it, fishtail it, whatever floats your boat. After making those 3 sections, we're going to take out the bottom rubber band and we're going to blend it into, like put them together, and we're going to do I'm doing the smallest bun ever possibly made, but you can do whatever bone you like, whether it be big, small, tiny, huge, whatever. I'm just going to secure the bun with another rubber band so it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't move, and it stays there. Now I'm going to begin the other sections of hair that we had before. These are going to create ringlet curls that I prefer, that's more 19s-ish area, like, oh! And we're going to do the same thing to the other side to give it that flourish Mary Poppins look. This is completely optional, but if you want to, and if it's bothering you for the whole night, you can either clip it back with a bobby pin or just a regular clip. Mary Poppins always has an awesome sauce New England hat that looks amazing, and we're gonna make it. So what you're gonna need is a hot glue gun with a couple of glue sticks in case you run out. You're gonna need a hat, one that has a flat top on it, that is an England one. And I got mine from Forever 21. It was around $15. Then you are going to need some flowers. I would prefer some yellow, orange, red, and some white flowers. Along, if you want to go overboard, you can put some little bedazzled metallic things that we got from Joann's. They're around, altogether it's around $10 for the flowers. If your hat has bedazzled things, you know, that little silver thing that's peeking out, looks like a hole, you're going to want to take those off because it doesn't go with the vibe of Mary Poppins. So I'm just removing those as I go along. So the hat is all done. Here is the rest of the things that came off the hat, which I'm not going to really need anytime soon. Okay, now for the flowers, what you're going to do is you're going to stem the flowers that you're going to use for the hat, as in take them whoop off of the stem. Was metallic garland things that I got before. I'm just stemming those too. They come off as little balls, and I'm going to probably be gluing them onto my hat. And there is my dog looking at the flowers. As I've finished with most of the flowers and everything, I will now start to place the flowers where I want them. And while I'm doing this, the glue gun is heating up because you don't want to plug it in when you're ready because it'll take a long time to heat up. Now Now, after you're done placing them, this took about maybe 5 to 10 minutes for me. I will start gluing the flowers on the way that I would like them. Not the internet didn't even help me out. I had to turn off the Kindle because it didn't help me out. So here's the finished look. I honestly love it. It looks a lot like Mary Poppins, and overall it took about 20 minutes to make. Now it's time for what we've all been waiting for. The final reveal of Mary Poppins' costume! It looks amazing! OMG. For the shoes, I got them at Ross. I got them maybe a year ago. They're $40 and they're amazing. For the skirt, I got my skirt from Goodwill. It was less than $10 and I think it looks amazing for this Mary Poppins costume. The belt I also got from Goodwill on the same trip, and the belt only cost $3. And now for the shirt, I also got that shirt from Goodwill. It was less than $10 too, so props for that. And finally, for the bow tie, I got my bow tie at Halloween City. It was exactly $6, and I think it looks amazing with this costume. And if you want to go all out with this costume, and if it's really cold, you know, you can look a little British-ish, and I know I look beautiful. You can put a little cardigan or a little blazer over it to make it look like that you live in Britain, and it looks amazing.